Good morning, children. Pastor Steve here. I'm glad you're with us again today. We have a very special day coming up this week. Do you know what day that is? Of course you do. It's Thanksgiving. And I'm sure you learned in school about the first Thanksgiving, right? Do you remember what the first Thanksgiving was? Do you remember who was there? Anyone? That's right. It was the Pilgrims and the Indians. And what were they thankful for? They were thankful that there was food on the table. Now, in this modern age, you go to the supermarket with dad or mom, and there's food on the shelves. And we don't have to worry much about food, although there are some people around us who don't have enough food to eat. And here at the church, we've just collected 66 Thanksgiving meals for 66 families. But usually we don't have to worry about food. It's right there in the cupboards, right there in the refrigerator. But for those Indians and Pilgrims so long ago, whether or not there would be a harvest, whether there would be any crops that would produce their food for the winter, that was always uncertain. And they had a good year that year, and there was lots of food, and so they sat down together to share the food. And they are also celebrating peace. There were no wars. They were living together in peace. What are you going to be thankful for this Thanksgiving? Think about it for a moment. This is going to be a different Thanksgiving than many others. Many Thanksgivings we travel to see family, maybe grandma and grandpa, or maybe they travel to be with us and sit at our table. But this year, because of the COVID virus, a lot of us will not be traveling to be with family. So here's one thing you can be thankful for you might not have even thought about. They didn't have this back in the days of the Indians and the Pilgrims. They didn't even have this probably when your parents were children. But today, when we can't be with the people we love, like grandma and grandpa, we can do FaceTime on our smartphones, or we can do a Zoom get-together on our computers. And I hope that you'll have a chance to visit with the people you love, even if you can't be together. So what else can you be thankful for this Thanksgiving? I'm thinking back to when I was your age. I would have been thankful for my parents. They were wonderful parents. They loved me. They taught me a lot. And they led me through some great experiences. When I was your age, I was thankful for my best friends, Mark and Jim and Rick and Dwight. I was grateful for my baseball mitt. I still have my baseball glove. I was grateful for my Schwinn bicycle. I was grateful for my dog, Queenie. She was a great dog. She used to sit on my lap and we would watch television together early on Saturday mornings. And I was grateful that God loved me and that God had sent Jesus to save me from my sins. I was grateful that God was my shepherd, and he gave us Jesus to be the shepherd of the sheep who welcomed the little children even when he was busy. I hope you take time this Thanksgiving to think of all the wonderful things you have, all the wonderful people in your life who love you, and a God who loves you with a love which will never let you down, will never go away, a love which will last forever. Join me in a prayer. I'll say a phrase, and then you repeat after me. Dear God, thank you for all your gifts, for family and friends who love us, for the toys which give us joy, for the games we play for fun, for what we learn in school, for the warm homes where we live, and all the food on our tables. Most of all, we thank you for your love through Jesus. And all God's children said, Amen. Have a great Thanksgiving.